Hey, Coach was talking to us about the prescription cards he wanted each one of you guys to get in the open week. Can you kind of, from your perspective, give us how that's kind of a change up from past years in terms of how you handle bye weeks and how each of you can get better individually?
You said prescription card?
Yeah, prescription cards.
Like the thing that they gave us to get better on.
Yes.
Okay. Honestly, this isn't the first year that we've done it. Like we've done it not just like bye weeks. We've done it throughout the off season when we had like break periods between like workouts and things of that nature, just to continue to always improve your game and get better at things that we don't see as players. Them being coaches doing it for so long and doing it at such a high level, they see things that we don't, and at the end of the day, they're here to help us be better. So.
Hey, Octavian. I wanted to ask you about your teammate, Shalik. You guys have been here for a while now. Talking with him and his mom, he's gone through a lot and kind of persevered. Just can you talk about his journey from an outside perspective and what you've seen and the maturity and growth that he's taken?
Oh, yeah, my guy Punch. Yeah, we came in together freshman year, summer of 22. And, just being with him, like me, him, and Leon, like we all was just like Coach Brew, who was the receiver at that time, he called us Mo, Larry, and Curly, because we were just always like, three peas in a pod. And we were just always together, just, trying to push each other to get better, being all in the receiver room at the same time, like that freshman year, sophomore year, and even last year, we were always like behind great guys, like Ty Fell Jay Sean Jones, Demas, Copeland came here, Rakim. Like we was always behind like great receivers, to learn after. And like with Punch, like he never once like just like anybody, someone who has high aspirations for themselves and like want to get to the league and stuff like that, and things not going your way, it can get tough. And he was just tested mentally, but like Punch, he ended up overcoming it, and that just speaks to his character. And me being his brother, being here all 4 years, seeing the growth, like I've been there, talking, like we both talk to each other. And just got each other through it. And for him to have the season that he's having now, like the breakout season that everyone's having, it's not a surprise to me and anybody else that's been here in the program. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, you said like when he was going through those, like kind of tested and wasn't really producing much on the field. Did you guys have conversations? What were you able to tell him, and how did he go about handling it? Because it's so often that you see guys just transfer if they're having down years, if they he's a high recruit, that type of thing. Like, what did you guys talk about when he wasn't necessarily having the success?
Really, just like it's like a saying, like stay down till you come up, like pretty much. And that was really the biggest thing, like just staying down and just keeping like head steady, keeping like staying mission driven, keeping the main thing, and really not like you mentioned the transfer portal, like just not like taking the easy way out, just trust God, trust in God's process, and just allow Him to allow us to see things through.
Hey, Octavian, since you've been here, you guys obviously haven't been able to win after the bye week yet. Why do you think that this year, with the level of preparation that you guys have had, you'll be able to, reverse that trend?
I say we got a little bit more extra rest time, but with the rest time that we have, it really wasn't like days off. It was just limited reps in practice, just to take the load off of our legs and things like that, off of our bodies. But it didn't change like how we prepare for any team. Like we're preparing for Washington the same way that we were preparing for Towson. So.
Hi, Dee here. How you doing?
How you doing?
I was going to ask you about Washington, but now I want to ask you about leadership and, who are some of those guys that aren't in your position group that come to you and you've had to, mentor?
Come to me in terms of what, like just
mentorship, for help. If you say a little later after practice, are there any guys that kind of lean on you a little bit?
Yeah, I definitely say the younger guys, like the underclassmen, like me being a senior, and being like doing it for 4 years. The game's like slowing down for me, and I understand more, and it's helped being behind like guys like I mentioned earlier. to like help propel me in that way for when it's my turn to be a leader like I am now. I'm ready to, take the throne and be successful at it and, do it efficiently. So I really just say it's not a position group specifically that comes to me. It's really just like younger guys who, just want to, pick my brain on some things.
Yeah. Hey, Octavian, just wanted to ask you as a senior, with all the freshmen who have made an impact in this team, obviously Malik, you also got the guys on defense, just how does this team kind of feel different in your eyes, and how have you kind of grown with the young guys and helped them out?
I say the way this team felt been different from years past. I say like the camaraderie between everybody, like the brotherhood is stronger than I've ever been a part of being here. And I think a big part of that, and kudos to Coach Locks, this off season, this camp. We had every team meeting, we had a brothers keepers moment where it allowed each other to, allowed us to be vulnerable in a sense. Us as men, we're told, oftentimes, bottle your emotions, not speak out or express your emotions because it's seen as weakness, in a sense. And with the brothers keeping moments, when we would come in a team meeting, they would say shuffle the deck, and it basically meant everybody stand up and sit with a different group of people that you may not talk to often or you don't know, things like that. Just sit with a different group of people, and a question would pop up, and it would be a deep thoughted question, and oftentimes you see in the team meeting room it would be guys crying, sharing their stories, hugging each other, things like that. And I think that was special, and I feel that's why this year's team is so close knit and plays for each other. So
Was that kind of new this year?
yeah.
4 games into the season, Octavian, under new coordinator switch this year on your side of the ball. What do you feel the biggest difference has been for you guys in the games?
I feel with the new offensive staff, I feel us having so much experience, offensively, we brought in a lot of guys who have NFL experience and done it at a high level. With Coach Pep, you mentioned, offensive coordinator, him coming here and just instilling his knowledge into us. I feel it's just going to do nothing but propel us and help us be better for when it's our time to have an opportunity to try out for the NFL. We know what we're talking about, and then when it comes to the plays and things like that, and the terminology and the longevity of them, it wouldn't be a surprise to us. It would be something we're used to because that's what we call now.
And we know it's all about you guys, but what have you seen, what have you heard about this Husky defense that really kept Ohio State in check for a big chunk of last Saturday?
Well, I say they're secondary, and us as receivers, we're taking on the challenge. And we're actually we're looking forward to it.
Thank you, Octavian. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.